Are you considering buying or selling a home in the future and you're just not sure who to hire as your agent? Do you have friends and family that are agents and you just don't feel quite comfortable hiring them, but you feel like you're kind of obligated to do so and you're not really sure what to do about it? Well, today I'm going to help you find that much needed sense of clarity as we talk about 8 things to consider when hiring your real estate agent. Hey guys, I'm your host, Nicci Fears, and today we are talking about the 8 things that you should consider when hiring a real estate agent. So, did you know that according to the National Association of Realtors, the average person knows 12 agents? 12. So naturally, it's going to be a little bit confusing for you to figure out who's going to be the best fit for you when it comes to helping you obtain your real estate goal. So number 1, there's the real estate agent and the realtor. What's the difference? So here's the deal. All realtors are real estate agents. In order to be a real estate agent, it just means that you have a license to help buy and sell real estate, whether it's residential or commercial property. However, in order to be a realtor, you are actually a member of the National Association of Realtors, which is one of the largest trade associations in the United States. Number 2, the listing agent versus the buyer's agent. A listing agent represents the seller, and they are the agent that is responsible for marketing your property. The buyer's agent, on the other hand, is the agent that represents the buyer in the transaction to make sure that their best interest is kept at heart and to ensure that they're buying a property that they're comfortable with. Now, it's possible that the same person can be acting as the listing agent and the buyer's agent, to which they become what is called a dual agent. Now, this means that they have a fiduciary responsibility to both the buyer and the seller, and they obviously know things about each party that they aren't able to share with the other party. It happens all the time. It's just called something different. Number 3, the discount broker versus the traditional broker. So, there are companies out there that market that they will sell your home for a flat fee of X. I will tell you, if you consider one of these brokerages over a traditional full-service brokerage, please do your homework. A lot of times that flat fee only includes putting your listing in the multiple listing service or the MLS. It doesn't include things like managing your showings or putting a lockbox on the door or signage or open houses or any kind of marketing period other than just dropping it in the MLS and walking away. It also sometimes does not include the portion of the commission that the seller is responsible to pay. That is for the buyer's agent's portion of the sale. So although they are marketing a very low price, it's not truly that big of a savings versus a traditional brokerage. So keep that in mind. So in this scenario, cheaper isn't always in your best interest. So you might want to consider what kind of agents. Do they have quality agents on staff? Are they available full-time, part-time? What type of technology do they have available? Will they be utilizing that? Is there an additional fee for paperwork when you get to the contract phase? Are they going to help you negotiate that contract, or are you going to be on your own for that? There's several things that you should think about in that regard. Number 4, full-time agents versus part-time agents. Again, just try to figure out what you should expect from that agent. Are they available during the day to talk to inspectors or other agents or facilitate showings? Are they going to be the agent doing your open houses? Are they the agent that's going to be able to communicate with the title company throughout the day and just be there for whatever might come your way? Or are they going to be locked in an office somewhere from 9 to 5 and not be accessible until after hours? That's important for you to know going in, just to make sure you know what to expect. Number 5, marketing strategies. Okay, this is a big one. So not every agent is the same. Not every agent in the same brokerage is the same. We're, for the most part, all independent contractors, and therefore we all have different philosophies on what marketing strategies work and which ones don't. And some of us invest more heavily on marketing than others. It just depends on their style. So make sure you understand what they're bringing to the table. So are they just putting your listing in the MLS? Are they syndicating it out to other websites? Do they have global syndication to where that they can reach people in different countries? Do they have a relocation department that they can get access to people that are coming into this area that might be interested in your home? What kind of social media do they use? Do they use targeted ads? Do they do print marketing? Do they do mailings? Do they do emails? Do they do e-cards? Do they do text marketing? Do they do open houses? Do they do broker opens? Do they do professional photography? Do they do videography? Ask them what their print material looks like. What kind of product are they putting out there? Our job to put your best foot forward. If we can't convince a buyer online that they should see your house, they're never going to come. So what product are they putting out? What does their signage look like? Does it look like something you could pick up at Walmart or the closest Dollar General, or is it something that's big and bright and beautiful? What type of communication should you expect to have from them? Do they talk to you once a week? Do they talk to you every day? Do you get reports showing feedback and online activity? What kind of lockbox are they putting on your house? Is it a super box to where it timestamps who's coming in and it lets you know when they've left? Or is it just one of the little rinky-dink combo boxes that once you know the code, anybody can get in at any time and there's not really a secure aspect to that? Those are all very important questions, and they all add more value to you as a homeowner. Number 6, knowledge base. Do they know your market? And by your market, I don't mean, how's the market? How's the US market? How's the Missouri market? It's not your state level. It's not even your city level. How is your hyper-local market? What is going on if you live in a ranch home that has 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms with a walkout basement? What is going on within that quarter-mile radius of you, or that half-a-mile radius of you, with other ranches that are 3 beds, 2 baths with a walkout? We don't really need to know what's happening 5 miles down the road. We need to know what's happening in your market. So what's the months of inventory available? Are you in a buyer's market? Are you in a seller's market? Are you in a stable market? What's your average days on market? How long could you expect as a seller to be on the market? Is it 2 weeks? Is it 2 months? Is it 2 years? All of that's relevant data, but you should probably know that up front. What about seasonality? Is there a certain time of year in your hyper-local market that's better to sell a home than others? Some markets there are, some markets are not. But it's good to know the answer to the question. And then finally, the pricing strategy. Does this agent have data to back up where they're coming with this price point that they're suggesting to you? Or are they just pulling a number out of their heads? Make sure that they know your market. You'll want to know, how many homes have they sold in the past? Are they typically representative? Are they typically listing agents? Are they typically buyer's agents? Or do they do an equal number of both? These are all important things to know. Number 7, proven track record. Does this agent have online reviews or testimonials that they can provide you with? Or even better, do they have a list of references of people that are past clients of theirs that you can actually call and talk to about their experience with this particular agent? If not, maybe you should ask for them. What is their list price to sales price ratio? Or what's their average days on market? All these things are important to know how an agent actually performs. Are they the agent that lists a house high and then they're stereotypically lowering the price until they finally get a buyer? Or are they the agent that truly likes to market fair market value and get things sold quick? All of those things are going to play into what's important to you with your timeline and your goals. And finally, do they have a process? I know I've touched on this already, but do they have a process for everything that they do for their listings and for their buyer clients? If not, are they using you as a guinea pig? Are we just throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks? Or are they using tactics that they know work because they've used them in the past and they do it religiously every single time? Finally, my favorite and the last one of the day is, do you even like this person? Buying and selling real estate is such a stressful and, quite frankly, it can be chaotic process that you have to make sure that personality-wise you are compatible with this agent. Are you comfortable hiring that sibling, that cousin, that friend, that family member and talking to them about your financial situation and talking to them about your worries and your fears. Are you comfortable hiring this person, whoever it may be, and having the hard conversations? The conversations that may or may not ruin friendships. You will rely so heavily on this agent that oftentimes they feel like they're your therapist. And hopefully, by the end of the process, they actually feel like family. But you have to be ready to have those hard conversations with them. And if you are not comfortable with that, with this particular person, please, 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 I don't care if it's the best agent in the world with the best track record and the best marketing strategies, if you don't feel comfortable communicating with them, please find somebody that you are. Question of the day. I want to hear from you. What was your key takeaway from today? Was there something that you felt like I should have touched on that I didn't? Is there something that you felt like you wanted to elaborate on? I want to continue this conversation in the comments, so please comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. If you love what you heard today, please consider subscribing and don't forget to check that little bell so you can be notified every time a video is released. As always, I appreciate you and thank you for watching. Have a great day.